Good evening. Happy Monday evening. Best day of the week, man. Monday. Monday, Monday. Oh my goodness, can I get out? I gotta pay attention. I don't know why I had to move on a street that's semi-busy, but I got this. That's the one thing I can say about my place is like the street is can be busy, and I have to back out my driveway. It's like I never imagined myself living on the street as like this, It's like one of the little. Look, I hope everybody is having an amazing evening so far. Some of us are still in the afternoon. I don't know why I feel like you're lucky if you're on the West Coast, because I could deal with it being like 3 o'clock right now. Then I would have 3 hours before I have to leave for work, but nah, I gotta go on my way to work. It's been an okay day. I got some much needed rest. I was knocked out earlier, man. And man, sometimes you just need that. You know what I'm saying? Like, you gotta take your rest. If you ain't gonna get it, you gotta take it, I think I took it and got it. Yes. But like I said, it's been a pretty cool day. Right before I left out the door, we got a phone call that there will be no school tomorrow. And the weekdays is like, when everybody go to school and work, I call that me time. I don't care if I'm laying there doing nothing, if I'm sleeping or whatever I'm doing, that's me time. So I ain't gonna have no me time tomorrow, you know what I mean? But it's okay, But it made me start to think about sudden adjustments, like things that you aren't expecting to be. Like, it's not snowing here, so I don't know what's getting ready to brew overnight, but like, I ain't used to this in Ohio. You wasn't staying out of school unless it was like below zero, something below zero, or a lot of snow, like 4-5 inches. And hi, how are you? And so yeah, man, it's different in these other states where a little threat of closes down school. Today they was on a 2-hour delay and it was just raining. Like, come on, man. So now tomorrow they close. You would think you would have been closed today and then delayed tomorrow, but nevertheless, we'll see what happens. So only thing that said for me is, in this moment, I gotta adjust, So in making my adjustments, I know that when I get off work at 2:30, I better get some sleep, because it's highly likely I am going to be caring for a 10 and a 3-year-old, because usually when school closes, so does daycare. So I'll be blessed. Hello, come on. Happy birthday. I'll be blessed to be in the presence of the 2 kiddos tomorrow, because they gonna get a day off for absolutely nothing, to get on my ever-loving nerves. Yeah. But adjustments, those things happen. Like, sometimes when things that you're unexpecting to happen, we aren't always quick with those adjustments that we need to make, because of course we didn't know it was going to happen. It's always easier when you can prepare, when you know a thing is going to happen. But when you have no idea or you're not expecting it, sometimes that adjustment can be hard, not necessarily smooth in that moment. And depending on what it is, you might not be able to adjust quickly, So I'm glad that this is something that happened, that the adjustment isn't so drastic, but it just led me to think about, what about those moments when adjustment isn't so easy, where you got to be quick on your toes, you know what I'm saying? Thinking quick ain't always easy, but I feel like when we are centered well in life and, going about the days the way we're supposed to, then a lot of times you'll have that clarity. So when something does happen, which oftentimes it will, when something does happen, you're able to think quick, what do I need to do in this case? If you ever notice, when you get in trouble, you adjust quickly and tell that lie, don't you? Ever notice that? So sometimes we gotta learn how to fix a situation in the middle of the situation, not before it happened and not after it happens, but right in the middle. And that to me would be an adjustment. The object of the game is to be on your feet even when you have to shift. And I always say a shift can cause you to stumble, it can cause you to shake, but it should not cause you to fall or break. Bars, no, I'm just kidding. It shouldn't cause you to lose your footing, lose your grounding. You should still be able to keep going, So that's what the adjustment is all about. To be able to keep operating effectively in a shift. When something changes that you didn't expect, you're going to keep going. You might not be going the same way you were going initially, but you're equipped. You may not have been prepared, but you're equipped. You're equipped to bob and weave through life if necessary, but you just got to stay ready. Stay ready. You have to have the mindset that things do happen, things will happen, things can happen. So yeah, that's just what I'm talking about today, is making those quick adjustments to adapt to whatever your situation has become in a moment's notice. And look, we got time to prepare, because in all reality, tomorrow, school is out. I could say, well, I need for your mom to keep them until this time, and that's another adjustment right there. But I chose to adjust to, I'll have the kids. Do I probably need some sleep? Now, the 10-year-old is pretty self-sufficient, so I think we're going to be all right. They don't really bother me unless they start fighting, But it's gonna be good. Maybe I'll make them help me take down the Christmas tree, because I was gonna keep it up for. I got Valentine decorations, and I was gonna put those on this year, but I've decided not to. I don't think that my significant other would adapt to having a Christmas tree up that long. But then again, he probably doesn't even care. But I don't know. I'm kind of tired of looking at the tree this year, so probably because it was actually things under it and around it. The last time I had my tree up before I moved, it was just me, so it was definitely just for decoration. We need to snap back into real life at the house and get ready for the spring. I think I might start spring cleaning now. I'm still adjusting in my house. It's like when you, like I said before, moving into a space that's not just you. That's one thing. But then it's like there's three other bodies. Definitely two. And having to strategically find spaces for different things is a task, but even in that, I'm learning, how to move through obstacles, how to find alternate methods and routes to achieve the same thing I would if it was just me. If it was just me, I wouldn't have to put up all these clothes, but since I do, how do I need to store these things, and where do I need to store it? And I'm getting pretty good at it. It's just about being able to understand how things fit, how things work, how you could substitute one method for another to make it work. And I think we can do that in real life, you know, with even the things that we're dealing with in life. Sometimes we have to adjust and figure out how to make a certain situation work, or make something fit into our time schedule, whatever the case may be. Even with myself, I'm having to understand how to coexist with someone, you know, because I was single before I came here. So I'm adapting and adjusting to that, and which I'm sure he is as well, because you have to get to know the person that you're with, and in getting to know them, both of us have to sometimes compromise, you know, to make things work, to make things. There's always going to be adjustments. There's no way around it. You know what I'm saying? Like, shoot, I got some jeans that I could wear 3 months ago and I can't. Guess what? I got to adjust and figure out another way. You know, let me quit using that as an example. I'm going to get in them jeans. That's going to be my adjustment. But, you know, I just think it's, you know, a lot of times we get frustrated and down and out when we got to make these adjustments. But sometimes adjustments are necessary. Period. Ain't no way around it, you know. And I think that's the thing we miss when we become frustrated with a thing, or when we get to that, forget this, I'm done, I quit. You know, we didn't adjust well. We didn't adjust at all. Sometimes we be stuck in a way that we don't want to change. We don't want to do something different because for so long it has worked a certain way. You know, and that's what we expect. But then as soon as one little thing change and you got to make that shift, it's like, oh wait, all right, I can't do this no more. When that's not necessarily true. It's not that you can't do it. Thank you, Gary. I mean, Atmosphere. I said Gary, Lord have mercy. I knew you had a wrench. What? Happy New Year, man. Glad to see you here at least once this new year. I hope everything's going well with school, you know. Right now, it's not doing anything out here. It's pretty much dry. You know, it's not raining or anything. Like I said, I don't know. They closed school, so I'm assuming this must be going to rain or snow overnight, because otherwise, why in the world are you closing school? But yeah, we got to be ready to bob and weave, especially this year, because we need to be knocking some things out, not letting some things defeat us. So the way we're going to defeat these things that may come is to bob and weave. And bobbing and weaving means we're going to be adjusting. And adjusting means we're going to keep on moving through, no matter the shifts. Always, my word, shift happens. Man, get over it. Adjust and keep it moving. Period. It's just how it is, you know. When you're a grown up and you put on your big girl and big boy undies, you understand that, you know. There's no need to whine. Even kids know how to adjust to make things work in their favor, allegedly. You know, I just watched the smart 3-year-old in the house. We're doing the whole get your butt on the potty thing, and he's okay, but he needs to be better. But he doesn't want, it's like at our house, I think he don't want to sit. It's just too much going on. But he didn't want to be in that situation where he was sitting on the potty. So I watched. First of all, he tried to fight it. Hey, you can't win, you're sitting down, da-da-da, boom, you're on the toilet. Here's your tablet, chill, use the bathroom. And I was in the back room, and then I thought, do I see him in the bed? You know what I mean? Like, what's going on? So I came in the room like, so what, you sleepy now? That's your new way to get off the pot? He adjusted quickly, didn't he? He found a way to fool his daddy into putting him in the bed and not making him use the restroom. That wouldn't work with me. That wouldn't work with me. But he did it, you know. So if a 3-year-old can figure out a way to make a thing work for him, then I know we can as adults. I know we can. But I can't wait till tomorrow. He gonna be mad because the potty gonna be his best friend. You know what I mean? His bestie. And he ain't gonna have no escape because daddy ain't gonna be home. Gonna be like, oh, Mrs. Mika made me sit on the body. Yes, I did. Yeah. On my way to Amazon atmosphere, I decided to pick up a shift because it didn't look like it was gonna be no bad weather. So hopefully it stays that way. I'll pray before I get back on the road anyway, you know. I'll pray before I get off that it ain't doing nothing, you know. A lot of times when we're expecting something to happen a certain way, it doesn't. So let's hope it's one of those things, you know. Although I could be expecting some precipitation, let's hope that it's not any, you know, so I can navigate my way home and chillax. I think I'm getting to the point now where I don't like being off work more than like a day, because that getting back started is hard. Like, because I wasn't supposed to go back to work until tomorrow from Saturday. First, I was on the schedule for Sunday, then I took myself off. So then I wasn't on the schedule for today, and I put myself on. I don't know. I'm going to figure it out. But I really am after this week, because I'm getting ready to start working with my my salon suite and everything. And I need to figure out exactly when I'm going to work at Amazon. I need to make myself a fixed schedule to work around me needing to be available and even at the salon during the day for people who may come. You know, making room for myself to be able to get out and network and do the things I need to do to get established. So I gotta, you know, figure out, okay, this is what I need to do with this schedule. And hopefully I'm just gonna work like maybe Sunday through Tuesday, and possibly a overnight Saturday or something, or Monday and Tuesday and Saturday, something like that. Winter weather expected tonight, plan ahead. Maybe that's why they're not in school. The little sign over my head just told me that. I don't know what the winter weather gonna be, but I hope these people know what they're doing. My alarm going off. I'm just glad it's not raining now. I get to work on time. Yeah, so that was really all I really came to say, honestly. 20s tonight in Texas? Are you serious? Dang. And then will it get back warm again after that? You know how it'd be like 20 and then in 2 days it'd be like 70. That's what made me not even want to move to Dallas, because I'm like, what's the use? It get cold there now. Remember back in the day, it didn't seem to get cold out there, but then it's like they had a ice storm one year, and it just been getting cold ever since. At least it don't last long, you know. Y'all winters don't last long as the ones here. And then it's crazy because like here in Virginia, there's definitely more winter than there was in Charleston. You know, Charleston, I would say it didn't get cold really until like January, and it may be like January, February, and then it starts to warm back up. The coldest month would usually be like January or February. December was a mix. It could be cold or it could be warm. You know, I done been there where it was 80 degrees on Christmas. I remember one year I was actually standing in the ocean on Christmas Day. So go figure. That ain't happening here in Virginia. In Norfolk, nah, but right now it's 36 degrees. So it's cold, which means it's gonna be even colder tonight. I think what I do is during the first break check the weather, you know, come out to the door and see what I'm up against, because after our break will be 10:30 till 11. So after that I'll just be there until 2:30, 11 to 2:30. So I'll check in the middle and see how things are going. And, If it starts to look kind of funny, I'll leave early. I can do that. I got a little time to work with. A little bit. I don't know. I'm just looking forward to everything that's getting ready to happen. You know, I can't really read everything. I'm catching some of it at I ain't been able to catch a lot. Yeah, now I'm driving and people on here are like, keep your eyes on the road. Like you ain't watching the road. I'm definitely not watching the chat. That's why I always, when I get to work, I always go back up in the chat and see what everyone was saying, you know. That's the way I'm supposed to do it. I got my hands free going. I'm paying attention to the road. It's moving swell out here right now. No worries. Like I said, they got me curious about what's getting ready to happen overnight. Because I thought it was supposed to be over like 11 o'clock. So I'm guessing whatever's about to happen is getting ready to start, and it should be over with by the time I get off work. But it just might be a little iffy out there. Yeah. I'm not even, I don't know. Get that money, take your time, and be careful. That's all I tell myself. Just keep going, you know. But yeah, that was my big announcement. Adjustments. We're gonna always have to make them. Don't get bummed out because you got to adjust. Sometimes know that adjustment is for your good, you know. Just think of times when you didn't adjust and things got bad, but think of when you did adjust and things were so much better than you thought, you know. So we want to be mindful of those moments that we may have to adjust and do something a little different than planned, a little different than we thought we should. You know, maybe it wasn't supposed to be that way, so it had to be something that happened that would cause you to have to adjust, you know. Otherwise, you wouldn't have adjusted and raised to the occasion. Or rose to the occasion. Yeah, I think that's the way I'm supposed to say it. Make that little adjustment before the grammar police come lock me up. You know, you can't spell nothing wrong on the internet, you can't say anything wrong, anything in the wrong context, because they are coming with the English cuffs. Proper English, a must on YouTube. You better say it right, or you're going to be deemed uneducated. You know, anybody can say something wrong. I'm all good. As long as I know how to count money and pay bills, I'm just kidding. Let me quit playing. I don't really play. And it's not my goal to speak improper English. It's come out wrong sometimes, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes stuff come out the wrong way. As long as I know the right way, I'm good. Hey, I got enough time to go get some snacks and something else if I want to. I wonder what's the difference going to be between, because I'm going into Chesapeake, right? I'm in Chesapeake, Virginia. I wonder what's the difference going to be out here in Chesapeake versus back in Norfolk. You know what I'm saying? Like when I get off, is it going to be like snowing or something, and then when I get towards Norfolk it's not, or vice versa? You know, it could be doing nothing out this way, and then I get home, you know, in my town, and it be doing something crazy. I'm a bank on it ain't gonna be doing nothing, and it's gonna be all smooth, you know. I have come to the end of my words. My encouragement was simply to be ready at all times to adjust. You know, adjustment doesn't mean it's not going to work. It doesn't mean you fail. It just means that unexpectedly you have to do something a different way to make things work, to have things to stay on course. That's the beauty of an adjustment in a situation. It's not going to throw you off. It's just going to create you to have to do things a different way. Simple as that. You're going to have to do it another way. know how they say there's more than one way to skin a cat? Always get ready to use another tool to skin that cat. Period. You know? So having said all that, I am going to close because I have a friend that I need to call. And I have a little time on my hands to talk with her and make sure she's okay. So I'm going to get off here for now. Tomorrow, on the way to work, I have no idea. It'll be random, I'm sure. But I appreciate those who showed the few minutes I was here. I appreciate those that spoke in the chat and interacted with me. That's always appreciated. You know what I asked you to hit the like button, share, and subscribe. And also go over to my hair channel because we're getting ready to go live this week. I will be able to go live in a couple of hours. You know, once again, everyone who helped me get to that 50 subscriber goal so that I was able to go live, you know. So we're on our way to 500 now. We ain't going to count the 100, 200, 300. No, we headed straight for 5 because that's what we need. So let's get ready to do this. Hope that you sub up. It is at Meek Did That 757. Meek Did That 757. Come on over there and get ready to see me walk through this journey of starting my business. It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be dope. You're gonna get to see me in my element. You're gonna get to see me styling hair. You're gonna see, hey, I don't know what you're gonna see, but it's gonna be good. All things hair though. You're gonna see me operating business over there. Yep. So having said that, I will talk to you guys later. I pray that you have an amazing evening, great peace overnight, and that God blesses you and keep you covered. And if you have to get on the road, please be careful if you're in an area that is experiencing some inclement weather. Bye-bye for now. Uh-oh, let me get off this ramp. 25 miles an hour, so you know what this ramp is like. Make sure I get off the ramp before I close. Hey, Gary. I just came on to tell everybody to always be ready to adjust. Sometimes you're going to have to adjust right in the middle of a thing. A situation will shift and change, and you have to be quick on your feet and make adjustments to have yourself to be able to continue going and still stay on course. You know, things happen. You know, my adjustment was today was finding out that the kids were going to be out of school tomorrow, and normally they're at school and daycare, and I'm home in the morning by myself and I get to sleep, so I'm going to have to make some adjustments, you know, but it's all good. So I will be speaking with you guys maybe tomorrow, but until then, later, bye. Go away.